Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Mother. When will you wake up? When will you wake up? When will you wake up? No one in the shade. Oh, Aho, Shinawana. Hey, thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, Great Mother. Aho. Good morning, Grandfather Sun. Good day, Grandmother Moon. Aho. Thank you. Thank you to all my relations. Thank you to the power and the knowledge of the four directions, the guidance of the four directions. I thank you. I thank you. Aho, Shinawana. Honata. Thank you, Great Spirit. Thank you, brothers and sisters, for coming aboard this Fearless Friday. It's Fearless Friday. It's a Fearless Friday in Sedona, and I'm here on the High Rock, not far from where I'm staying. And it's a little windy, so apologize for the sage not being lit. And it's a cool morning this morning. This morning, it's probably about 55 degrees right now. I woke up to about 40 this morning, and it was chilly. It was brisk, but it wasn't cold. It's just brisk. And it's that time of year. We're moving into the fall. It's a time of change. It's a time of kicking off the blankets, letting go of the leaves. Aho. Aho. O-I-A, 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 O-I-A. I am joy. I am love. I am spirit, and I am light. O-I-A. O-I-A. And as I said that, a murder of crows flew over me, which is, kind of ironic, and it's not ironic because what else would happen while I'm doing something like this? So I'm here in Sedona. I'm here till maybe next Wednesday, maybe beyond. I'm not sure. Some have sent messages to me that said that I haven't been drumming and I haven't been posting. I haven't. I've been doing other things, working on my business, working on my healing, working on meeting others, meeting and greeting others. And if you guys miss my drumming, you can always go to my YouTube page, Anthony Rodriguez Walking Crow, Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, and you could go and listen to videos and drumming there. There's over 330 videos there, so you can listen to that. But one of the things I want to ask you today about you, where are you stepping and how are you stepping? Are you taking time to step into your dream world, your dream state? Your nurturance, your state of nurturing yourself, but feeding yourself really the foods and the nourishments that you want for your life? Or are you still trying to tread water of your parents and teachers and college and universities and what you think the political system wants from you, what you think the world wants from you, what you think that others want from you? Or are you really standing on your own 2 feet? Do you? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have a family? Do you have children? Do you have that job that you feel like you're enslaved by, that you feel like you have no freedom? Do you have freedom? And is freedom something that you live in? The American dream is supposed to be about freedom, but the way that I've been seeing things lately, there's no freedom of any of it. A lot of people are feeling trapped. They're feeling trapped by their circumstances. They're feeling trapped by their displeasure, their unhappiness. They're feeling trapped by the decisions that they made years ago that they're paying the consequences for now. When you said to that person, I love you, and you really didn't, you said that you loved them because you were having sex with them, and you felt you were obligated to say, I love you. Just so you know, just because you're having a physical relationship with somebody doesn't mean that you have to say the words, I love you, or even have those feelings. Sometimes a physical act is just that, of a physical act. And sometimes two people want to have the physical act and don't have to get involved in the other side of that. Now, I'm not saying that's okay or not okay for you. I'm just saying, what decisions did you make based on something that you did? Aho, aho. I made a lot of decisions for a lifetime based on first responses, first reactions. And I had to pay a big price for those things. The first time I picked up pot and the Pabst Blue, a 16-ounce can of Pabst Blue Ribbon at the age of 11, there was a price to pay for that. I eventually drank for 20 years and used drugs for 20 years. And I missed maybe I didn't miss 20 years of my life. Maybe that drinking and drugging saved me from something that would have happened worse in my life. I don't know. But I'm sure there were parts of my life that I missed, like the growing up part. When you start to drink and drug like that, you stunt your growth, you stunt your emotional growth, you stunt your you're not so much your physical growth, but your spiritual growth and everything else, every other way that you want to learn and you want to move on. So 20 years of that, and I eventually got pulled over one night on December 6th, and 28 years ago by the LAPD. The Christmas lights went on behind me, and the jig was up. And Judge Michael Knight sent me to a place to get sober for 26 meetings, and I always say my best day ever in Alcoholics Anonymous was day 27. And I'm going to remind you that day 27, 2 and 7 is 9. That's spiritual completion. Aho. Now, I didn't have to go back to those rooms after day 26, but I went back because there was something I was receiving there that I needed to move forward in my life. Now, saying that, I went to meetings for a long time. I did that for a long time, but I moved on and I elevated spiritually with regard to my spiritual malady that I suffered from and the physical malady of that addiction to alcohol and drugs. I moved on from that. I no longer have a physical malady. I no longer have a spiritual malady. And there are those who will live in that and keep going to that and keep feeding from that trough of low or no self-esteem, of being stuck as an alcoholic. Yes. Did I have an issue in my tissues with alcohol? Yes. Did I have an issue in my spirit with alcohol? Yes. But those issues have been resolved, and I have done the work. If you're not willing to do the real work, you can stay in the rooms of the anonymouses. You can stay there, and you can live that life. But it's not a fulfilled life. You will kick yourself later if you stay stuck there and not do what you truly want to do and be who you truly are. I spoke with a woman last night in Costa Rica who reached out to me yesterday. She found one of my videos and she wanted to have a conversation. And we shared and we talked and she understood. She's at a place in her spirituality where she wants to expand and grow in a different way. And I said to her, you've climbed on the catapult. You're ready for the fifth dimension. How many are stuck and not knowing how to move forward? How many are gravitating towards crystals and pyramids and candles and tarot cards and all kinds of things, and you're delving into all these medicines and you're mixing all these medicines, and you don't know what it is you're doing, and you feel stuck and you don't know how to move forward because you won't pick one. My recommendation to her was pick one and become prolific and become powerful in that one. New beginnings. 1, springtime. 1, the born and the unborn. 1. How many of you do this and do that and do this and do that, and at the end of the day you feel unfulfilled? You feel unfulfilled. I feel fulfilled. Today I got up and I listened to some people on social media, not social media, but on YouTube, and I had my coffee with the sun in the sunrise. It was chilly outside. I put a sweatshirt on and sat in my chair and allowed the sun to pour over me as I honored my surroundings here in Sedona. As I honored them as they honor me, because they honor me as well. They welcome me with open arms, and I welcome them in the same manner. Do you honor the medicines that you practice, or are you just trying this and trying that and trying this? There's no trying, there's doing. Pick one. And I left the house and I came up here to this high rock and I lit the sage and I thanked the ancestors and I thanked Grandfather Sun and Grandmother Moon, and I thanked Father Sky, and I thanked all my relations. I thanked the power and the knowledge and the guidance of the 4 directions. The grandmother rocks and the grandfather stones, the rock people, the stone people. I thank them. The birds of the air, the 4-legged, the 2-legged. Those that crawl, the creepy crawlies, and the fish of the sea. I honor them because they honor me. They have given themselves for eternities to feed man. And man, at some point, needs to feed them back. And feed Mother Earth back. Pick something. Pick something that you can move forward with. Pick something so you don't create confusion in your own life and the lives of others. Create something and pick something that'll say, this is me. This is who I am. This is what I am. This isn't what I do. This is who I am. This is what I am. Hey, I just didn't become Walking Crow overnight. I didn't choose my own name of Walking Crow. That name was given to me by my teachers and elders. Do you have teachers? Do you have elders? I will ask you, if you don't have teachers and elders, you need to find a teacher and elders who can guide you in a direction that you would like to move, or if you don't know what direction you want to move into, maybe they can help you find one. Maybe I can help you find one. I mentor lots of people, and this isn't a PSA about me mentoring you and you paying me money. No, this is about you making a decision for yourself in a bigger and grander way, and standing in your root, standing in your shoot, standing with your branches extended into the heavens and offering your fruit to the birds of the air and allowing them to nest in your branches. You becoming an elder, you becoming wise, and in your wisdom, as you become an elder at the age of 52, according to the Mayan calendar, which moves in cycles of 13. 13 times 4 is 52. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oishino, oishino, oishino. Are you ready to be joy? Are you ready to be love? Are you ready to be spirit? Are you ready to be light? Owa e, owa e, owa e. Oh, wow, hey, I am joy, I am love, I am spirit, and I am light. Not because I was told so by a Bible or by a priest or by a cleric or by a holy man someplace. I am because I am the I am that I say I am. I have stepped through the veil. I have crossed the line, and I'm not willing to go backwards. I don't go backwards. I only move forwards. I have ascended, and I know what it's like to ascend. I know what it's like to be with Creator Great Spirit and hold hands and be in unison with Him. Am I perfect? No. Was the Christ consciousness perfect? No. Was the Buddha perfect? No. None of these entities were perfect. In Kuan Yin, they're not perfect. High humans. But they ascended, and they are. They are as we understand them. We are as we see them. And I am as I understand me. I am as I have become Walking Crow. So, my advice to you, those of you who are medicine people, want to be medicine people, want to be magos, want to be magi, want to be, the only word, I'm going to say this word, but you need to understand that unless the community calls you in this way, you are not. The word shaman, if you are a shaman, the community will let you know. If you were a medicine man or medicine woman, the community will call you that. If you were a curandera or a curandero, the community will call on you. They will knock on your door. They will call your phone. They will tug on your arm and say, can you help me? I see you. Can you help me? I see you. Can you help me? Oishino. Oishino, oishino. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the gathering of your harvest and saying yes to the seed that you are, to the dried seed that you are, so you can become the mighty tree of selflessness, of giving, of giving, of giving. Are you ready to give? It takes a lot of sand for somebody to give and give and give. I spend a lot of time giving. I don't spend a lot of time receiving, but I spend a lot of time giving because it's what I do. It's what I know. It's who I am. It's what I am. It's Walking Crow. Walking Crow walks on the earth and lives in the spiritual realm. So it's a beautiful day. It's getting warmer. It's time to go grab some breakfast or something and a little bite to eat. Maybe go over to the farmer's market in town today here in Sedona. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. It's Fearless Friday. Be the fearless warrior that you choose to be on Tuesday, and you remain on Wednesday, and you live in on Friday as the fearless warrior. Aho Shinawana. Honata. Aho Shinawana. Hey, Fearless Friday. It's Fearless Friday, and I want to remind you, the full moon is coming on Sunday. Are you ready for the full moon? Aho. Aho. So find your spirit guide, find your source of inspiration, find your source of knowledge, find your source of spirit. If it isn't the church, if it isn't a synagogue, if it isn't a mosque, if it isn't a temple, find the source of where your spirit guides live. If you don't know how to do that, reach out to me. I'm a source. I can be the source. I can be a source. And I know others who can be sources for you as well. We can guide you in a good way. You can find medicines that you can work with in a good way. And you can walk the path of beauty. You can walk the path of balance. Aho. Walk the way of beauty and walk the way of balance. Aho shinawana. Honata. Aho shinawana. Hey. So today I'm rattling because when I'm hiking, it's a little difficult to carry. My drums are pretty big. They're 18 inches, and I don't want to carry a big drum up here with me. I should make a small one for myself so I can carry it up here. But I'm using a rattle today, and I want to thank the animals in the tree that gave their life so I could have this rattle, which I brought from South America when I was down there years and years ago, down in Colombia. And for those who use their hands to make this medicine so people like me can have it and use it. If you don't have a rattle, at a minimum, get yourself a rattle so you can rattle yourself and you can break up that monkey mind and you can break up the chatter of the static that goes on in your head, that constant blah 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 blah. Break that up with a rattle. Break it up, break it up, break it up. Find yourself a rattle. Find yourself a rattle. Aho. And if you don't know where to find one, contact me at anthonysacreddrummedicine.com and we'll find one for you. You can give me a call at area code 818-442-1717. We can have a conversation and we can find one for you, okay? Okay. Aho. Hey. I hear the voice of my ancestors calling me. I hear the voice of my ancestors calling me. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my ancestors calling me. I hear the voice of my ancestors calling me. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Listen, 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 listen. I hear the voice of my ancestors calling me. I hear the voice of my ancestors calling me. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Listen, 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 listen. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Listen, 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 listen. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Listen, 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 listen. Listen, listen. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Listen, listen. Listen, listen. Listen, listen. Aho Shinawana Honata. Thank you, Great Spirit. Aho Shinawanas. Hey, thank you, brothers and sisters, for coming. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for singing along, drumming along, rattling along, playing along. Aho Shinawana Honata. I want to thank everybody for coming, and I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, fearless Friday, and you have a wonderful, beautiful weekend, and a beautiful, beautiful full moon. And remember, pick one. What is it that you want to stand in your total and full power, and your full knowledge of who and what you are, and who and what you have always been? Aho. Walking Crow for the Transformational Sacred Drum Medicine, asking you to have a beautiful, 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 and blessed day. Aho.